What's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome. Last night we watched The Backrooms. We were up pretty late doing that. And today's actually kind of cool. Today, I will say, I slept in just a little bit. I'd say probably like 9:30 or 10 or something. So me coming up at 2, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. It's like 4 hours later doing like absolutely nothing. So it is what it is. But check this out, guys. Check this out. Now, this is the book that we're working on, obviously. Fit and Strong After 50. We've been trucking away on this, chipping away at the chapters. We actually have chapters 4 and 5 done. So those are uploaded to Descript. Hopefully they're going to be edited soon. 6 puts us squarely right around the halfway point. We do have references, summary, and the about the author to still do. So we might knock that out today to put us actually at the halfway point. But check this out, guys. Check this out. Sorry, this is my projects. That's what it is. What? That may confuse you. What? We are down one project in here. Guess what? Bam. This was reviewed. It's in review now. It's in review. I actually haven't seen... Okay, so I got a DM. I'm not going to look at that DM right now because we are online. But I do know that it's there. And here it is. Check that out. Fantastic. So, that's been submitted. We are roughly around the halfway point for this. Yeah. So, we'll do what we can to get the references, summary, and the about the author, but I'll do what I can. I'm kind of preparing for a couple different roles over the weekend. One tomorrow out in the Ozarks, and then another one on Tuesday. So I've got those on my mind. I have most things for both of those. I'm missing like one accessory. I need like a smartwatch. They listed the guy wears a smartwatch, and I don't have one. I've never had a smartwatch. I don't like wearing watches, to be honest. You might say, Eric, that's probably why you're so chronically late to everything. But no, it's I just don't like the tactile feeling of something on me, So I don't wear a watch. Never have. And the only time that I do is just for modeling. And I have one gold watch, which is like around $100 or so. It was fairly cheap. And that's it. I do not have a smartwatch. So I'd be curious if I could like maybe reach out to maybe family members or something. Maybe they have a smartwatch I could borrow. Yeah, that might be my only cause of action here. That might be my only action that I can do. Okay, let's see. All right. Cool. So I got do not disturb on. So I get 0 notifications, just the way I like it. And yeah. Yeah, let's see. I think we could pull it up. Now I could do chapter 6 for sure. It's just begging for me to write chapter 6 on there. I know it is. I'm going to do about the author. I'm going to do the references. And then what else? Summary. That's it. Awesome. I like to have these queued up and ready to go. Queued up. Look at that. You're queued up. No, I like to have these things like ready to go because take out that marker section. There we go. Because I like to warm up with something, and like these shorter ones are easier to just like hit the ground running with. So I'm gonna hit the ground running with about the author. Let's see. It's either page 1 or page like 99. So neither. 175. So maybe I'll do about the author, and then the summary looks like it's 2 pages, so I could probably do the summary as well. The references typically make me mad, so I might not do that one, but we'll see. We'll see. About the author. About the author. Scott Tartamella is a retired. Scott Tartamella is a Scott Tartamella is a retired law enforcement professional from Southern California with a lifelong passion for health, strength, and personal transformation. With decades of real-world experience in high-pressure environments, Scott with decades of real-world experience in high-pressure environments, Scott recognizes the importance of physical and mental resilience and has dedicated much of his life to helping others develop both. His dedication to fitness began early in life. Let's see. His dedication to fitness began early in life and developed and evolved into a disciplined lifestyle built around strength training. His dedication to fitness began early in life and evolved into a disciplined lifestyle built around strength training, nutrition, and continual self-improvement. That commitment eventually led him to the competitive bodybuilding stage, where he experienced firsthand the level of focus, consistency, and sacrifice required to build a high performance physique. Scott holds professional Scott holds professional certifications in both nutrition and personal training, allowing him to combine allowing him allowing him to combine scientific knowledge with practical experience. He graduated summa cum laude with a business degree in business management and a minor in criminal justice, demonstrating academic excellence alongside tactical field expertise. After retiring from law enforcement, he launched a successful business and expanded his impact as a leader, entrepreneur, and advocate for personal wellness. Now a proud father and grandfather, Scott dedicates his time to helping others. Scott dedicates his time to helping others. Scott dedicates his time to helping others, especially those over 50. Especially those over 50 reclaim their health, build lasting strength, and live with purpose. His work combines motivational insight with practical strategies. His work combines motivational insight with practical strategies, providing readers with the tools they need to become stronger, healthier, and more confident at any stage of life. Yo, what's up? How you doing? Hello, Diva. This is So AI. Yeah. Hey, and that's the problem, actually. That's the problem. A lot of the I would go as far as to say this is probably the least AI part here. I like to think that somebody writes an about the author. Like this has got to be like the easiest thing to write. So I want to say, insofar as the book is AI, this is probably the least AI part of it. But I don't know. I'm not really sure. I want to say the biggest telltale sign would have been like, he's not just a entrepreneur, he's a visionary. Like that would be like, yo, you are definitely using AI here. But I want to say that's the least worst offender here. Raggy. Yeah. What's up, Rhiannon? Good to see you. Good to have you in. Rhiannon, ladies and gentlemen. Hold up. I don't have a soundboard. Yo, we got Jacob Storm in the mix. What's up? Good to have you. Jacob Adams, ladies and gentlemen. Jacob Adams. Good to have you. What's up, you beautiful human? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Yo, we got the ponies. We got the ponies in the mix. It's good to have you guys. Hola. What are you up to today? SAT. I will say, miss you. I miss you more. Rhiannon. I usually only go live like really, really late at night now. So I'm used to 0 people being in here at this point. I do, though. I have found out how to... I didn't even realize. Should put some things on the window. That looks good. Okay, yeah, turkey, absolutely. So I realized how to increase the bit rate of my stream, which allows for a larger sample file that gets distributed. I think that leads to more dropped frames, but we haven't dropped any frames yet, fingers crossed. My bit rate's upwards of like 7.6 thousand right now. I have to pack for a camping trip. Well, I love you. Thank you for putting me on. Put a girl on. Thank you for putting me on while you pack for a camping trip. Where are you camping to? I personally am taking a trip soon to the Lake of the Ozarks to do something tomorrow. It's like shoot a music video. And then I'm going to Florida as well on Tuesday. So I will also be in Florida. So I myself am at that stage where I'm like getting ready to pack soon as well. So I feel you on that, and I feel like the nervousness, the tension, the did I pack that thing? One of the outfits that the production assistant sent me was like mostly a wardrobe that I have, but I'm missing a smartwatch. So I want to send her a couple pictures of what I have available, but not having the smartwatch is gonna be a killer for that. Oh, word, love you too, Diva. Love you more. I love you more. We're going to an amusement park that we also camp at. What is this, Jellystone? I'm joking. Let's see. Oh my God, we'll be in the same time zone? We will. We will. East Coast, baby. East Coast. I'll have to get on that East Coast vibe. Yeah, I'll get in the zone. All right. Summary is just a page. The summary is just a page, so I should be able to knock that out pretty quick. I should be able to knock that out. Oh, see, that's not bad. That's not bad. Just look at that. That's not bad. I think my plan is to knock out the about the author, knock out the summary, and then oh, you're falling. Whoops. T. Yes. And just had a book get accepted, so we'll see that. Just needs to wait until Amazon takes a look at it. So hopefully that'll come on. Oh, I don't know. This is like, I've been telling a lot of people this. I've been saying it pretty much like every single stream, but okay, I have to love you. Got a dip. I hope you enjoy camping. I love you. Enjoy your time with your family, and thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate you. But I will say that this is the last book that I'm really going to work on in this capacity. These are royalty share projects, and with royalty share projects, ideally you get somebody that's really close to the project, like the author who really loves what they're talking about, and they put it out there, and I get to be part of an author's vision, and it gets to be put out exactly how that author wants. And I love that idea. But what it's become is a lot of these organizations or business-minded people use the royalty share model to make a non-ChatGPT version of their book. So they'll send me something that they themselves made with AI and insist that I don't use AI, only to not have a lot of people engage with their product, which is fine. Good luck and have fun on your trip. Thank you so much, Rhiannon. I appreciate you. But, and this isn't even, by the way, this is not the worst offender. This book is been kind of okay. This book's been kind of okay. There's been points where I'm frustrated because it's repeating ad nauseum some things, and even if it's just the style, it's repeating it over and over. And that's all right. I can deal with those things, but more often than not, I'm seeing projects that are just AI derived. So I really have to take a step back and say, do I want to continue making these audiobooks basically free of charge because they're not selling and I only get paid if they sell? Or do I want to take a step back and say, all right, I've made about a dozen, somewhere between 12 and 15 of these projects, and I know what the process looks like. I if I have a good carrot, I can meet goals. It's just, man, when there's other things that pop up, like an audition, like a student project that they want me to be a part of, like even just reading something for my girlfriend who's auditioning for something, like those are all going to take priority over the free project that I'm working on. So, you know, it's it sucks because I'm at this crossroads where I want to be a man of my word and make deadlines and follow through on promises that I've made, but at the same time, like, man, at what cost? You're just killing yourself for no return on investment whatsoever. So I want to see how these books go. Like I said, these books are a lot better than the ones I've worked on in the past. But I think I made the decision going into this that this is going to be my last project, and I'll be part of ones in the future if I get paid or if I know them well. So I'll do about $100 to $200 per produced hour, leaning more towards 200. Um, which I mean that's not bad. That would be like $400 for my work here at minimum. And like the time that I've put in is well worth $400. I personally have paid somebody 300 to edit shorter than this. So I know that it's definitely worth that. It just it just needs that return on investment at some point. So that will sort of isolate it to projects that have a higher return on investment, and I think it'll point me in the right direction. That way people are actually listening to it and stuff. It's exactly kind of the only thing I want, to be honest. Just want people to listen and love it. And you don't have to listen, you don't have to love it, but when you do, I am excited by that. I want to create things that people engage with and things that people enjoy. So, to the extent that I can continue to do that, I will continue to do this. Scott, with decades of real world experience, Scott Tartamella is a retired Tartamella is a ret- about the author about the author. I'll include both, and then I'll see which one sounds better. So we went from 4 minutes 34. Oh. Oh, can we trim 4 seconds? Can we get it under 4? His dedication to fitness began early, built around strength training, nutrition, and continual self-improvement. That commitment eventually led him to the competitive bodybuilding stage to build a high performance physique. Okay, I think that's 4. Let's bring that down. What are we at? What are we at? Yes. Okay. Because I found out that if it's under that, then it'll only mark for like 4 minutes. But if it's 4 minutes 6 seconds, it'll be 5 minutes. So cutting down usage. Okay. And we'll call this about the author. There we go. Bam. Bam. So then we'll bring summary up and we'll do summary real quick. Summer Summary. Fit and Strong After 50, a practical guide to nutrition and fitness for a healthy life, is your essential resource for regaining your health, strength, and confidence in your later years. This comprehensive guide combines evidence-based methods with real-world experience to help you overcome the unique. This comprehensive guide combines evidence-based methods with real-world experience to help you overcome the unique challenges of aging without guesswork or gimmicks. Whether you're aiming to build muscle, lose weight, or improve mobility, or simply feel more comfortable in your body, this book guides you through a sustainable plan based on practical nutrition, realistic fitness routines, and proactive health management. From mastering macronutrients and planning-based meals, in planning balanced meals to developing from mastering macronutrients and planning balance-based meals, in planning balanced meals to sustaining strength training programs and overcoming exercise barriers. Every chapter is designed to meet you where you are and help you move forward with purpose. Supported by the latest research and shaped by author Scott Tartamella's personal journey as a retired law enforcement officer. Supported by the latest research and shaped by author Scott Tartamella's personal journey as a retired law enforcement officer, certified nutritionist, trainer, and competitive bodybuilder. This book encourages you to take control of your health. And aging with strength, energy, and resilience. Okay. I think I started that like way too early. Summary. Oh. 2:44. See, I don't think that I can actually chop this down 44 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and bounce this the way it is. But, yeah, I think usually I would go through and trim that down a bit. But I think we're good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on to Descript here. I'm going to go into my audiobooks. This is the dedicated chapter. I'm going to do a new project, and then I'm going to call this ancillary data. Then I'm going to include the summary and the about the author. Wait, actually, sorry. I'm going to do the about the author, do that, create a new composition. In that composition, create the summary. That way, there you go. That way what happens is I have all of the things and all of the separate like small things all together so they don't get lost in the mix. They all just get into a centralized packet and then I can like toggle through that packet. So I'm actually going to shift gears here. I'm going to put this down a bit. Oop, sorry, y'all. Didn't mean for that shot. I'm going to pull this chair up a bit. Pull this mic down a hair. Pull it up to me. And, yeah, here we go. Oh, you know what I can do? I'll put the Twitch stream up over here. That way it serves two purposes. One, I get a free view. I'm just joking, but also that is a benefit. Also, I get to see the chat as well over here because I'm not going to be on the screen for the chat. So there we go. See, it's playing an ad, and I'm watching my own ad. I'm giving myself AdSense. That makes sense. Nah, that's probably against like a rule or something. Although it is good training because I do want to be able to watch advertisements and see like what they're doing. And see if what I'm doing is close to what they're doing. Okay. So I just turned on a fan so this you might hear a little sound, but that's just going to cool this down a bit. Okay, there we go. So, tools. All right, again, this is called Descript. And actually, before we get started, let me just go ahead and I can earn up to $20 when I invite you guys to this thing. I get 30% of what you spend, up to 20% per paid referral. So in order for me to get $20, we'll do 20 divided by 0.3. That means if you spend $67, I will get $20 of what you spend. Plus, you get 50% off for 2 months on the Creator Monthly Plan. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that link, and then I'm going to put it in the Twitch I'm going to say software used, and then put that on there. And then I'm going to pin that. So I will manually unpin that, but that is the software that I'm currently using. And so if you want to use it yourself, there is a link that will help you create some projects. And it's a really cool, I have my gripes. I'm not going to lie. This isn't all good. I have my gripes. One of the gripes that I have, I don't know if you could see it. This thing just obsesses over AI. So there's a stupid chatbot that comes up. It's called Underlord. And it's like, hi, how can I help you today? Just ask me to do whatever. It's like paperclip all over again. And I'm thinking, no, dude. I want to create my own thing. And they call it AI tools. It's really just automation. It's really just automation. They're not using AI on this. It's just automation. All it's tracking is, did you say that thing twice? If yes, remove the first time you said it. That is an automation technique. That is not artificial intelligence. It's just automation, dude. So I'm going to remove the retakes and do that. So you'll see AI on here. I'm not using AI, man. I'm just using an automation technique. And this is good, ultimately good for the bad parts of creation, which is 80% editing, dude. If you can cut down the 80% editing to like 40%, I'm all for that, man. I'm all for that. So as you can see, I'm just going through, and anytime that something has been said twice, I could just select it, built around to build. Scott holds a professional, allowing him to, in criminal justice, after retiring, entrepreneur, Scott, especially those over 50, his work combines to become stronger. And there you go. Something that would have taken like 10, 15 minutes, done in less than like 3. Really cool. I love that aspect of it. Second thing that I like to do is I like to go on to shorten word gaps. It's really important to keep this as tight as possible. And I have a type of flow with my speech that's very, very pronounced. Everything is extremely pronounced and emphatic and slowed down. And when I pronounce every little tiny thing, it doesn't sound good for listening back. So I like to tighten those things up, those little spaces in between the words. I'll tighten it in post. I will at some point get good at just speaking, and that won't be an issue. But for now, we'll go through and we'll identify these spaces in between, and we'll chop it down. The only problem is, yet again, there's parts where it doesn't recognize speech. So in these moments, you just have to like back it up manually. But let's see. It's probably too close. I did see one time where this thing was just perfect and had 0 mistakes. And that happened once. A singular time. But while you're using this, I would say make it so that your browser isn't using a lot of memory at that time. I think that usually produces the best results. Right now, I'm streaming, so it's actually probably a really bad time to upload this. But, I have dealt with this so much so that I'm like, okay when it doesn't work well. But if you want it to work well right away, definitely like use it when you're not doing anything else, and it'll produce the best results. Like right there, all that's registering as speech. It's not. That's not registering speech. But then look at that. So we are down to 2 minutes, and now I can just listen to this one time through and be like, does this sound good? About the author. And it'll be maybe like 80% of the way through. About the author. If I didn't care about this project, I could probably just send it the way it is. Ultimately, I do care about how my projects turn out, so I'm not going to send this like pretty raw 80% of the way through. But this is so much to the point to where if you're just trying to churn out as much stuff as possible, you could just release it the way it is, and it's 80% of the way there. About the author, Scott Tartamella. Like that's a little close for my taste, not quite my tempo. The author. Scott Tartamella is a retired law enforcement professional from Southern California with a lifelong... That's a little too long. California with a lifelong passion for health, strength, and... That's a little too short. For health, strength, and personal transformation. With decades personal transformation, with decades of real-world experience in high-pressure environments. Scott recognizes pressure environments. Scott recognizes the importance of physical and mental resilience in his
Bring that a little closer, bring that back.
And has dedicated much of his life to helping others develop both. His dedication to fitness began early in life.
Both what? Oh, you know what? I think I did this twice, right?
Importance of physical and mental resilience, and has dedicated much of his life to helping others develop both. His dedication.
Both, dude. So the reason why you intonate in a certain way is so that you can make it obvious as to what's on the page and what that means. I'll be honest, I did not understand what this meant, so I'm not going to re-record it, but I wonder if that's going to be an issue.
Scott recognizes the importance of physical and mental resilience, and has dedicated much of his life to helping others develop both. His dedication to fitness began early in life and evolved into a disciplined lifestyle built around strength training, nutrition, and continual self-improvement. That commitment eventually led him to the competitive bodybuilding stage, where he experienced
Okay. So not quite my tempo. I'm going to bring these back. I'm going to bring this up. Get that little bit in there. And then and is in there.
To the competitive bodybuilding stage, where he experienced firsthand the level of focus,
Yeah, no. It's got to be back just a little bit.
Stage, where he experienced firsthand the level of focus, consistency, and sacrifice required to build a high-performance physique. Scott.
Okay. That's good. Bring this back a bit.
Physique. Scott.
No.
Physique. Scott holds.
It's got to be carried through. It's got to fit in that niche.
Physique. Scott holds professional certifications.
A little late, but that's okay.
In both nutrition and personal training, allowing him.
That didn't catch the first part.
Training, allowing him to combine scientific nutrition and personal training, allowing him to combine scientific knowledge with practical experience.
This did not register, so I think that's about a good time.
He graduated summa cum laude with a business degree in business management and a minor in criminal justice, demonstrating academic excellence alongside tactical field expertise. After retiring from law enforcement, he launched a successful business and expanded his impact as a leader.
Okay. Bring this back a bit. Bring that back a bit.
After retiring from law enforcement, he launched a successful business and expanded his impact as a leader, entrepreneur.
This needs to be brought back a bit.
As a leader, entrepreneur, and advocate for personal wellness. Now a proud father and grandfather, Scott dedicates.
I don't like to take my time with this much emphasis is placed on the about the author section because I think it's deeply personal to the person that's requesting that you make this. Like, I want to say, if I focus too much on detail in any area, it's probably on the about the author section. Because when I'm listening this back, like it's not really an ego thing, but it kind of is. You just want to put yourself in the best light, and the biggest criticism you're gonna have is when somebody's talking about you, because inherently people don't know about you. So you want to correct the narrative as much as possible, and if it's not like exactly correct, like there'll be some issues. So also I think that it's just, it's obviously very personal to somebody, and they hold those things near and dear to themselves. One of the first things that you learn how to spell is your name, right? And anytime you go to a gift shop, you look for, maybe not you specifically, but many people look for souvenirs that have their name on it, right? Because their name is so personal to them. So because of that, this is somewhat in the same way. This is like your name tag on a thing, and I want to make sure that is as good as possible.
Full business and expanded his impact as a leader, entrepreneur, and advocate for personal wellness. Now a proud father and grandfather, Scott dedicates his time to helping others. Scott dedicates his time. Others, especially those over. Helping others, especially.
See, I'd probably intonate that slightly differently. Especially those. I'd probably say something like that.
Time to helping others, especially those over 50, reclaim their health.
How was this one?
Especially those over 50. Helping others, especially those. Others, especially those with purpose. It's his time to helping others. Scott dedicates his time to helping others. To helping others, especially those over 50, reclaim their. Others, especially those over 50, reclaim their health, build lasting.
Too fast.
Health, build last.
Too fast.
Their health, build lasting strength, and live. Strength and live.
Too far.
Strength and live with purpose. His work combines motivational insight with practical strategies, providing readers with insight with practical strategies, providing readers with the tools they need to become strong.
Okay, and then maybe like here.
Tools they need to become strategies, providing readers with the tools they need to become stronger. Tools they need to become stronger, healthier, and more confident at any stage of life.
Okay. All right. So that's whoa. So that's good. I'm going to go ahead and export the lossless wave. So we'll export that. I just want to see how that's appearing on here. It cuts a little bit off, but that's fine. Let's go to Descript Outsource, and then we go to Descript Final. I'll say this is about the author. We'll save that. That is now a saved WAV file. I'll go down to Summary, and then we'll do the tool for removing retakes, and we'll let that think for a moment as we go over to Logic Pro. We'll call these raw All right. And then this is so cool, by the way. I was checking out how that automatically switched, and that was just so seamless. That was so seamless. I love that. About the author final. This is summary final. So bring that over, and then we'll turn all of these settings on and turn all of these settings on. And then we'll import from the audio file. We'll go to Descript Final, About the Author, Import, bam, there we have it, right? And the concerning thing to me is the way files look bigger. And I have no idea why that's the case, because if we go back, like we can see when we export this, when we click export, we have the functionality on here to normalize the volume. Actually, you can't really see it on here, but this little bit, I think you can actually see this part. So normalize, yeah, you can. So normalize volume is right here. You might not be able to see my cursor. Yeah, but it's above metadata all the way to the right. Normalize volume is off. You can't see it, but it's off. Trust me on that, it's off. Sample rate is the same. It's 44 or 100. The channels are mono. Everything is there exactly how it should be. So I am so curious. It's a local export, current composition, lossless wave file. There should be no change to the files whatsoever. Yet, when we compare them side by side, the About the Author section here is much quieter than the About the Author section here. So, not sure what happens there on the export, but...
About the author. Scott Tartamella is a retired law enforcement professional from Southern California with a lifelong passion for health, strength, and personal transformation. With decades of real-world experience in high-pressure environments, Scott recognizes the importance of physical and mental resilience and has dedicated much of his life to helping others develop both. His dedication to fitness began early in life and evolved into a disciplined lifestyle built around strength training, nutrition, and continual self-improvement. That commitment eventually led him to the competitive bodybuilding stage, where he experienced firsthand the level of focus, consistency, and sacrifice required to build a high-performance physique. Scott holds professional certifications in both nutrition and personal training, allowing him to combine scientific knowledge with practical experience. He graduated summa cum laude with a business degree in business management and a minor in criminal justice, demonstrating academic excellence alongside tactical field expertise. After retiring from law enforcement, he launched a successful business and expanded his impact as a leader, entrepreneur, and advocate for personal wellness. Now a proud father and grandfather, Scott dedicates his time to helping others, especially those over 50, reclaim their health, build lasting strength, and live with purpose. His work combines motivational insight with practical strategies, providing readers with the tools they need to become stronger, healthier, and more confident at any stage of life.
Okay, I'm not hating it. It's not my best work, but I'm not hating it. I say it's not my best work because I think I could probably do better. It's just the only thing is I'm not going to obsess over this. I know I said I'm going to take some time with it, and I definitely will. Let's go 506 maybe, 503. What's a good number? 509? I like 509. Let's go there. 509. So now we bounce this as an MP3 at a bit rate of 192 kilobit per second. That's a good amount of data on there. Variable bit rate encoding. I wonder what that is. Filter frequencies below 10 hertz. Joint stereo. Use best encoding. I don't know what any of these do, to be honest. I am curious about variable bit rate encoding because I feel like I know what that does. Probably instead of doing the bit rate consistently, they do a variable bit rate depending on like different parts. I just don't know what it's depending on, you know? Let's go to finalized and we'll do about the author. And that will be bounced, and we'll go back over here. While that's bouncing, we'll take a look at the retakes. We got 7. This comprehensive, to help you overcome, and planning balanced meals. There we go. Let's see, and overcoming. Supported by the latest research. Yes. This book encourages you to. Yes. Okay. Well, those were the outtakes. Let's go to shorten word gaps. Let's go to the first one. That is not correct, but that's okay. We're not going to obsess over it. There we go. Yeah. Bam, 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 bam. I already know that one's a little too short. Because when it doesn't register, it'll make it shorter than 0.4, which is inherently going to be way too short, but it's okay. That'll be obvious. All right, let's go back to ACX. Let's go to About the Author. Upload About the Author. Upload that in. Oh, I'm in the wrong folder. Descript outsource. Yeah, thank you for that. MP3. MP3, of course. And I swear to God, if this thing tells me the RMS is too low. Swear to God, if it tells me the RMS is too low. All right, cool.
About the author. Scott Tartamella is a retired law enforcement professional from Southern California with a lifelong passion for health, strength, and personal transformation. With decades.
All right, cool. So we got that done. Let's go to here.
Summary. Fit and strong after 50. Summary. Fit and Strong After 50, a practical guide to nutrition and fitness for a healthy life is your essential resource for regaining your health, strength, and confidence in your later years. This comprehensive guide combines evidence-based methods with real-world experience to help you
Bring that back.
overcome the unique challenges of aging without guesswork or gimmicks. Whether you're aiming to build muscle, lose weight, or improve mobility, or simply
I think there's not an or there, so.
improve mobility.
Can I?
Weight, improve mobility. improve improve mobility. Wait or improve mobility. Wait or improve Wait or improve mobility. Lose weight, improve mobility.
Dude. Okay. All right. This is why I do multiple takes. Yeah, but I did not do multiple takes here. So what I'm going to do is delete that. Go back into Logic Pro. Go into where are we? I think it's summary. I think we're on summary, so turn off these settings. Right, we'll go down here. We'll say improve mobility.
Improve mobility.
Nah. Improve mobility.
Improve mobility.
Okay, kind of like that. Let's go uncompressed wave. Okay. This is sample, descript outsource, summary 2. And you already know what that is in there. So then we'll add the file. We will add descript outsource, summary 2, open. That'll open. Obviously, I'm the speaker. Actually, just won't assign that. It's fine. Okay. I'm the guy.
Build muscle, lose weight, improve mobility, or simply feel more comfortable.
I mean, I guess that works. The only problem is that you're at a different distance, so it's going to sound different.
Muscle, lose weight, improve mobility, or simply feel more comfortable in your body. This book guides you through a sustainable plan based on practical nutrition, realistic fitness routines, and proactive routines and proactive
I'm going to go down to here.
fitness routines and proactive health management. From mastering macronutrients and planning balanced meals to
I think this should be in the front of the book.
nutrients and planning balanced meals to sustaining strength training programs and overcoming.
Like, this tells you what's in the book. You usually read this on the cover, so you would read this before you read the book. Wouldn't you listen to this before you listen to the book?
Programs and overcoming exercise barriers. Every chapter is designed to meet you where you are and help.
Because, like, otherwise, you're reading this after you've already done that. So it's either obvious or, like, going to not meet your expectations.
Designed to meet you where you are and help.
Maybe like that.
Where you are and help you move forward with purpose. Supported.
That needs a little bit of a beginning on there.
Purpose. Supported. Purpose. Supported by the latest research and shaped by author Scott Tartamella's personal journey as a retired law enforcement officer, certified nutritionist, trainer, and competitive bodybuilder. This book
This needs a little bit of a beginning. Trim that a bit.
bodybuilder. This book encourages you to take control of your health and aging with strength, energy, and resilience.
Strength, energy. Oh, and resilience.
Control of your health and aging with strength, energy.
There we go.
With strength, energy, and resilience.
How about
Control of your health and aging with strength and
I don't like the way that cuts.
control of your health and aging with strength, energy, and resilience.
Maybe this a little bit further down.
Strength, energy, and resilience.
I think maybe that's good. Okay, lossless wave. Let's export that. This is going to be summary into script final. So that's good. I like that. Let's go back to logic. And by the way, I just love this automated switching. It is so perfect. This is exactly what I need. I know at some point I'm going to mess this up and it's going to showcase something that I just don't want to show. But for right now, it's working really well. And by the way, it's not that I'm hiding anything. It's just I don't want to if I look up, I don't know, some stupid thought that I have, like define coincide. And then you're like, oh, bro don't even know how to say coincide, you know? Like, no, I do. I just have forgotten it momentarily. But isn't that our trepidation with all governmental observance? 125.15, 126.15. The reason I do this is because ACX has guidelines to have at least a second before and at least a second after with nothing. So they do that because every device is a little different and it needs a buffer between the different WAV files. So that's just one of the things that they ask for. They ask for a second before and after every single file. So I can do that. That's just so deeply ingrained at this point. I just automatically do it as I go throughout. Let's go to finalized and we'll go to summary. It's getting summery outside right now, if I do say so myself. Fit and Strong After 50, recording by Eric Pullman. That's true. Okay, so we can go ahead and go to ancillary data. General. We'll go ahead and move that to completed. And I'll probably have references as a different thing in here because, I mean, it is what it is as far as completed goes. Check this out. We're building up a list. We got first 15 raw, chapter 2, chapter 3, and ancillary data. Shoot, you wouldn't even think that just last week I was submitting another project. All right, let's go to ACX. Let's go to summary, and we will upload finalized summary.
Fit and Strong After 50, a practical guide to nutrition and fitness for a healthy life, is your essential
Okay, yeah. That is, in fact, the file we're looking for. So, congratulations.
Fit and Strong After 50, a practical guide to is now and where we want it to go in the future. Strength takes on a new meaning at this stage in life. It is no longer.
Okay. All right. And I could do things like I think I've done a couple passes on chapter 4. Chapter 5, as you can see, we were working till 3:30 last night. These are 30 minutes apiece, so that's good timing actually. That's pretty good timing. We are up to just shy of 2 hours, so this being a 4.5 hour project, that puts us squarely 2 hours in. Yeah, but I only have 3 chapters uploaded, so once we have 4 and 5, that's going to be another hour. Meaning that this would be 2 hours and 50 minutes, which is, for all intents and purposes, 3. So I think this is going to turn out to be a 6-hour project rather than a 4. But, yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. I don't want to do the references right now because I'm feeling actually more like chapter 6. So I'm going to go ahead and record this next chapter. But references, I got you on my mind. And at one point, I will record you. But this is not the point. This is not that point. So, sorry about that. Let's go to OBS, and we will make sure that we're on the right thing. Actually, I don't. I just need to pull up Logic Pro, and I'll see myself on here. Turn off all of these. And what I'll do is I'll take all of this and I'll collapse it. See, these are all, they're all muted, so that's cool. I'll create a track stack and I'll call this ancillary data. Date. Yeah, there you go. Good job. Ancillary data. And I'll move that to the bottom. Alternatively, and I probably should do this, you could just hide that. So you can take like a track stack, which is really cool. If you know, like, I want to keep this exactly where it's at and I want to keep all of this information condensed, you can create that track stack and then you can hide the selected stack. And then so that's gone. What you can do is you can select that H to bring it back, or you can hide it away. I like to hide away things that I have already completed. So we'll take chapter 3 final all the way down to introduction final, and then take opening credits and closing credits, and we'll create a track stack. We will sum that stack and we'll call this completed. We'll take completed and we'll move that to the bottom here, and then we will hide that. You just have to select H on there and it'll hide. So then that sort of like expands it to where actually, no, I do want those off on the raw. First 15 edited. I think that has an argument. It's not an argument, it's actually reality. I think that should actually go into completed here. So you can click and drag and put it inside of that track stack. Pretty easy. You just have to make sure that it's highlighted purple there, and then yeah, condense that, and then you can hide it. So then I'll take these raw clips, right? And then I will create a track stack of these as well. Let's see, folder stack, and then I will say raw data, and I'll hide that, right? And then so I can click this, and now we just see what we need to do. So we have references still need to be done, and the raw still needs to be done. And if I wanted to, I could pull up any of these. This is just little things that I learned from Logic Pro along the way, and they were very helpful. Because if you want a part of the song, say like you use Logic Pro often for song making, music making. It's like primarily what you use this for, actually. But what you can do is, like, if you really like a certain part of the song, you want to keep it exactly where it's at. You don't really want to see it. You want to, like, keep everything in one packet and keep that packet in place. You just hide it and you put it in a track stack, and then it's gone. And it will play. So if I had that unmuted, it would be playing right now. But yeah. Right now it's hidden, and I'm fully focused. I know exactly what I need to be working on. So that keeps your space really clean. All right. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and hit this up. Yeah. I think this is the time to do it. I think I'm just like curious where, and it's right here. I don't need to be curious. I can see for myself. Chapter 5. Chapter 6. Dude, that is so funny. I was like, I swear I heard somebody upstairs. But nobody's home right now. Sometimes I think we have this like portal, because I'll hear like TikTok will be going, and I'll be like, I swear to God, I hear a TikTok video going, like the boop, 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 before you do a TikTok video. I'll hear that a lot, and there's a lot of TikToks made in the basement, and so I'm like, I know nobody's here right now, but I distinctly hear it, so I don't know what that is, but brother, we got a portal. Speaking of, check out the back rooms, guys. Check out the back rooms. Okay. Yeah, I just don't love that. I was gonna extend my screen, but I just don't love the way it looks. Okay. Oops. Chapter 6, Strength Training for Older Adults. Strength Training for Older Adults. Redefining Strength After 50. Growing older does not mean surrendering strength. Quite the opposite. It marks a stage in life where preserving muscle becomes more important than ever. After age 50, maintaining lean body mass. After age 50, maintaining lean body mass isn't just about looks or athletic ability. It's about independence, metabolic health, disease prevention, and confidence. The body goes through changes that, if ignored, can cause rapid physical decline. Luckily, the tools to fight this process are easily accessible. Age-related muscle loss, known as sarcopenia, starts gradually in the 30s, but speeds up during the 5th and 6th decades of life. But speeds up during the 5th and 6th decades of life. By age 70, many adults have lost up to 25 to 30% of their muscle mass. Unless they have taken active steps to preserve it. This loss does not happen alone. It is accompanied by decreased bone density, slower metabolism, increased insulin resistance, and reduced balance and coordination. Strength training is the most effective way to fight this process. Lifting weights or using any resistance gives a biological signal to your muscles. Gives a biological signal to your muscles. We still need you. This demand prompts muscle protein synthesis, encourages hormone activity, and supports structural integrity throughout the body. Muscle isn't just for athletes or bodybuilders. It's for someone who wants to get out of a chair without help, carry groceries easily, walk upstairs without tiredness, and keep enjoying a life full of movement and energy. Push-pull workouts, a smarter way to train. Many people starting or returning to strength training after age 50 don't need to work out every day to see benefits. In fact, a carefully planned routine just 3 to 4 times a week can produce excellent results. One of the most effective ways to organize these workouts is the push-pull method. This method balances muscle workload while allowing for sufficient recovery between sessions. As previously mentioned, push exercises targets muscles that extend the joints, such as the chest, shoulders, and triceps. A pull exercise targets muscles that pulls toward the body, like the back and biceps. Combining one push and one pull muscle muscle group per workout enables effective training without overloading the same joints or movement patterns on consecutive days. For example, a push-pull split might include Workout A, push-pull, chest and biceps. Bench press, barbell or dumbbell. Incline dumbbell press. Dumbbell chest fly. Standing dumbbell curls. Machine preacher curls. Workout B, push-pull, back and triceps. Lat pull-downs or pull-ups. Seated cable rows. dumbbell one-arm rows, tricep rope pull-downs, overhead dumbbell tricep extensions. These workouts offer structure, variety, and recovery, helping older adults maintain joint health. Helping older adults maintain joint health. You can also occasionally use a push-push pairing, like chest and triceps or shoulders and triceps, especially when time is limited or when focusing on a specific strength goal. This enables a deeper focus on complementary muscles that are often trained together in compound movements. Each workout should start with a proper warm-up. 5 to 10 minutes of light cardio followed by dynamic stretching. The lifting segment can then be tailored to the individual's fitness level, usually beginning with 1 or 2 sets per exercise. As progress occurs, and with medical clearance, this can increase to 3 or 4 exercises per body part, as we'll discuss later in this chapter. Walking, the underrated powerhouse of fitness. While resistance training is key for maintaining strength, there's one form of physical activity that deserves equal recognition: walking. It's simple, low impact, highly accessible, and, when done consistently, highly effective. For adults over 50, walking provides a safe and sustainable way to boost cardiovascular health, reduce joint stiffness, manage weight, and support mental clarity. It places minimal stress on the knees and hips when done with proper shoes, making it suitable for people with arthritis, previous injuries, or limited mobility. Unlike many other forms of exercise, walking requires no equipment or special training. One of the most valuable benefits of walking is its adaptability. You can do it anywhere around the block, inside a shopping mall, on a treadmill, or along a trail. The key to getting the most out of walking. The key to getting the most out of walking is setting daily step goals and using a fitness tracker or smartwatch to track your progress. Setting a goal of 7,000 to 10,000 steps daily is meaningful. Begin by tracking your current average for a week. If you walk around 4,000 steps each day, aim for 5,000 the following week. Gradually increase your steps by 500 to 1,000 at a time until you reach your target range. These small increases help build endurance and support long-term heart health without overwhelming your body. More importantly, walking provides consistency. It becomes a daily ritual, an opportunity to disconnect from digital noise, spend time outdoors, or reflect quietly. Over time, the simple habit of walking becomes a cornerstone for physical and emotional well-being. Progression with safety and support. As strength and confidence grow, it's natural to want more challenging workouts. Progression isn't just encouraged, but necessary to keep training benefits. However, increasing training volume, especially moving from 2 exercises per muscle group to 3 or 4, should be done carefully and with proper supervision. Older adults considering a higher intensity program or additional exercises per muscle group should consult their physician to confirm that their current health status supports this increase. Additionally, working with a certified personal trainer is highly recommended, especially in the early stages. A professional can create a personalized plan, correct improper form, and monitor progress, all while prioritizing safety. Once cleared, you may gradually expand your workout by incorporating additional exercises per body part. For example, here's a list of exercises you can choose from. To add to your routine. Chest push, flat barbell bench press, incline dumbbell press, pec deck machine, or dumbbell flies. Push-ups, modified if needed. Back pull, lat pull down or assisted pull-up. Seated row, machine or cable. Dumbbell one-arm row. Straight arm cable pull down. Biceps pull. Standing barbell curl. Dumbbell hammer curl. Machine preacher curl. Triceps push. Rope pull down. Overhead dumbbell triceps extension. Close grip bench press. Legs. Leg press machine. Dumbbell step-ups. Dumbbell goblet squats. Seated leg curl machine. Seated leg extensions. Barbell or belt squats. Shoulders push. Dumbbell shoulder press. Side and front lateral raise. Reverse pec deck or rear delt fly. Include core work in balanced drills 2 to 3 times per week. Plank or modified plank. Bird dog. Seated leg lifts. Side lying leg raises. Crunches. This full body approach helps maintain muscle balance, supports proper posture, and addresses common weaknesses that can cause injuries. Walking, lifting, and longevity. When seen as a unified system, strength training and walking form the foundation of lifelong physical vitality. Strength training builds muscle. Strength training builds muscle, protects joints, and prevents frailty. Walking supports cardiovascular health, lifts mood, and keeps the metabolism active between workouts. Together, they create a rhythm of movement that sustains us through every decade of life. The message is clear. Movement is medicine. There is no age where it's too late to begin, and no routine has to be perfect to be effective. What counts is the dedication to keep moving, lifting, and showing up for your health. The importance of muscle preservation. After turning 50, maintaining both strength and mobility becomes increasingly important for overall health. Preserving muscle tissue provides multiple health benefits beyond appearance, as it supports overall wellness and independence. Again, studies show that muscle mass and strength naturally decline with age through a condition called sarcopenia. Our bodies begin losing muscle tissue in our 30s, with the process accelerating significantly at age 50. Understanding the physiology of muscle loss helps us develop effective methods to fight this condition. Sarcopenia causes a gradual loss of muscle mass along with a decline in strength, leading to significant challenges with daily activities. Research published in the Journal of Cachexia. Research published in the Journal of Cachexia, Sarcopenia, and Muscle in 2023 showed that sarcopenia affects about 30% of adults over 60, increasing the risk of falls, fractures, and losing independence. Cruz-Gentoff et al., 2023. Sarcopenia results from multiple factors, including hormonal changes, decreased physical activity, and insufficient nutritional intake. As we age, our bodies produce less testosterone and growth hormone, which are vital for maintaining muscle mass. The decline in physical activity that happens with age worsens muscle loss. Strength training is an effective way to reduce sarcopenia symptoms. Regular resistance exercises increase muscle protein synthesis, leading to muscle growth and improved functionality and improved functional ability. A 2024 meta-analysis by the American College of Sports Medicine found that older adults participating in strength training programs gained an average of 1.5 kilograms of muscle mass over 6 months, along with significant improvements in strength, mobility, and mobility. Peterson et al., 2024. Research shows that strength training is essential for protecting muscle tissue and improving overall quality of life during senior years. Your fitness program should include resistance exercises because they help build muscles and keep you independent in daily activities. Weightlifting, bodyweight exercises, and resistance bands are different types of resistance training. Different resistance training methods provide unique benefits that suit various fitness levels and personal preferences. Bodyweight exercises like squats and push-ups let people work out anywhere without equipment. Let people work out anywhere without equipment, making them suitable for individuals with different fitness abilities. Resistance bands offer a convenient and portable way for individuals to improve their strength in training routines. Recognizing muscle prevention as a priority encourages readers to recognizing muscle prevention as a priority encourages readers to view strength training as a vital part of their fitness routines. The next section presents age-specific safe strength training techniques for older adults. Properly performing these exercises is essential because it helps prevent injuries. Injuries. Focusing on safety will give readers the confidence to begin strength training and adopt effective strategies for muscle prevention. The advantages of maintaining muscle go beyond physical health. Keeping muscle tissue improves metabolic function, elevates mood, and supports overall wellness. Research shows that individuals with more muscle mass have better insulin sensitivity and lower risks of developing diabetes and heart disease. Regular strength training also benefits mental health by reducing anxiety and depression symptoms and boosting self-confidence. This chapter covers practical ways to incorporate strength training into daily routines, highlighting the importance of gradual progress. The section on aging physiology and how strength training helps preserve muscles will assist readers in making informed choices about their fitness journey. Overall, the content encourages active wellness habits that contribute to a more satisfying life. Overall, the content encourages active wellness habits that contribute to a more satisfying life. Preserving muscle remains vital for healthy aging because it affects physical abilities, overall health, and quality of life. Readers who grasp the challenges of sarcopenia and the benefits of strength training will focus on maintaining muscle in their fitness routines. The next section will introduce safe strength training methods that help readers stay in control of their health while building strength for their later years as seniors. Safe strength training, safe, safe, sa- safe strength training techniques. Safe strength training techniques. The key principle for older adults during strength training is safety. While strength training offers many health benefits, including muscle growth, bone strengthening, and improved functionality, and improved functional ability, these become less meaningful if safety risks if safety these become less meaningful if safety risks from improper techniques and a lack of safety measurements is present. This section highlights 3 essential safety procedures. This section highlights 3 essential safety principles for strength training: maintaining correct body positioning, progressing exercises in a controlled manner, and being aware of your physical signals. And being aware of your physical signals. A successful strength training program hinges on proper body positioning. The American College of Sports Medicine 2023 research shows that exercising with correct body form and body alignment reduces the risk of injury. Proper squat execution involves aligning your knees with your toes while keeping your spine upright. While keeping your spine upright. Engaging your core muscles throughout the movement helps maintain stability and support. Using a mirror or working with an experienced instructor can help ensure you perform movements correctly. Paying close attention to detail not only enhances your safety, but also maximizes the results of each exercise. The key element of safe strength training involves gradual progression at a controlled pace. People often feel the urge to increase their weight or repetitions quickly when motivation is high. Research from the National Institute on Aging 2023 shows that steadily increasing resistance yields better results for maintaining strength and preventing injuries. Your body needs to adapt to strength training by starting with light weights. Your ability to perform movements and build strength will allow you to gradually increase the weight or resistance. The recommended weight increase should not exceed 5 to 10% each time. This approach helps you build strength safely while boosting confidence in your physical abilities. Listening to your body is a crucial rule for safe. Listening to your body is a crucial rule for safe strength. Listening to your body is a crucial rule for safe strength. Listening to your body is a crucial rule for safe strength training. As we get older, our body's responses to exercise change. Our body's responses to exercise change. So exercises that were easy before may now feel more challenging. Pay close attention to any signs of discomfort or pain, as these might require adjustments to your routine. The Mayo Clinic 2023 highlights the importance of telling the difference between normal muscle fatigue and warning signs of potential injury. If you experience sudden pain or ongoing discomfort while exercising, stop right away and seek medical advice. Rest days are vital for muscle recovery and repair. Strength training sessions that target the same muscle groups should be spaced at least 48 to 72 hours apart. Choosing the right weights and exercises is essential for safety in strength training. Beginners should start with bodyweight exercises or resistance bands before progressing to free weights or machines. Combining push-ups with squats and lunges effectively builds strength without the risks linked to heavy weights. Resistance bands are especially helpful because they offer adjustable resistance that users can tailor to their fitness level. Research published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity 2023 showed that older adults who used resistance bands in their workouts experienced notable improvements in both strength and functional mobility. When starting strength training, you should choose exercises that align with your fitness goals and physical abilities. Deadlifts, along with bench presses and rows, should be your main exercises because they target multiple muscle groups at once. This set of exercises helps build strength, improve coordination, and enhance balance, all of which contribute to preventing injuries in daily life. Your workout should include flexibility and balance exercises because they enhance safety by supporting strength training. By supporting strength training. Gaining safe practical knowledge helps you start strength training confidently and enthusiastically. Proper performance of strength training relies on understanding correct form, gradual progression, and listening to your body. The next section details specific methods for incorporating resistance bands and weights into yours. The next section details specific methods for incorporating resistance bands and weights into your workout. The upcoming section will expand on existing knowledge. Existing knowledge to ensure you are fully prepared for safe and effective strength training. Incorporating resistance bands and weights. Strength training is the key to maintaining muscle mass and staying independent as you grow older. Your fitness routine should include resistance bands and weights because they provide flexible options to reach your goals. The next section discusses The next section discusses the benefits of these tools throughout practical exercise through, through practical exercise demonstrations for various fitness levels, emphasizing their emph- emphasizing their positive effect on overall health. Resistance bands, along with weights, are versatile tools used by bodybuilders and athletes, but they also they are also effective for older adults. The Journal of Aging and Physical Activity 2022 published research showing that strength training with resistance bands led to significant gains in muscle strength, in functional mobility, in, in functional mobility among participants compared to non-participants. The benefits of adding these tools to your workout routine remain clear as they boost strength and improve daily functioning. Resistance bands offer multiple ways to use them, which is their main advantage. Users can adjust the resistance levels of these bands to increase workout intensity as their strength improves. The ability of resistance bands to adapt to different users make them suitable for senior adults who need to start with light resistance before progressing. Resistance bands also offer portability and a lightweight design, making them ideal for exercising at home or on the go. The weights category which includes barbells, dumbbells, kettlebells, and weight machines, provides alternative resistance options for strength training. These weights enable exercises that target multiple muscle groups. The American College of Sports Medicine 2023 conducted research showing that weight training offers greater muscle mass and strength benefits for older adults compared to aerobic exercise alone. Your exercise program should include both resistance bands and weights as essential components. Start your exercise routine with simple movements that work well with resistance bands and weights. The seated leg press uses resistance bands placed under a chair or light dumbbells on your thighs. This exercise targets the quadriceps muscles to build lower body strength, which helps with activities such as standing up from a seated position or climbing stairs. The bicep curl exercise works well with resistance bands and dumbbells. When doing a resistance band bicep curl, stand on the band with your feet shoulder width apart. Grip the handles and curl your arms up while keeping your elbows close to your sides. When using weights, hold a dumbbell in each hand and curl them toward your shoulders. This exercise helps increase bicep strength, which boosts grip power and improves overall upper body movement. Using resistance bands and weights in your fitness workouts. Using resistance bands and weights in your fitness workouts offers strength benefits while also enhancing your balance and coordination. Combining lateral band walks with single leg stands using weights helps build stability, which is essential for protecting older adults from falls. Which is essential for protecting older adults from falls. Research published in Geriatrics in 2023 showed that combining strength training with balance exercises lowered the risk of falls by 30% over 6 months. Once you've mastered this beginner level strength training, or if you're already experienced, you can progress to traditional weight training. You can progress to traditional weight training with standard gym equipment. The mental benefits of strength training exercises deserve as much attention as physical gains. The mental benefits of strength training exercises deserve as much attention as physical gains. Regular resistance workouts boost self-esteem and confidence, fostering a positive outlook on aging. When you notice improved strength and functional abilities, you're more likely to feel motivated. To adopt additional healthy lifestyle choices, such as better nutrition and engaging in social activities. Incorporating resistance bands and weights into your fitness routine provides an effective way to build strength, enhance functional movement, and support overall health as you age. A personalized strength training program can start with simple exercises that you gradually increase in resistance. The next section will cover flexibility and balance exercises. Which complements strength training to help you achieve better health and active living. All right, guys. All right. I'm going to go ahead and bring that back. All right, we are at 45:46 right now. I know I can trim this down a bit, so let's see. Redefining strength. Read a book. But speeds up during the 5th and 6th decade. Okay. Scroll, 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 scroll. Thinking right there. Nice. Scroll, scroll, scroll. I could get more granular with it.
These small increases help build endurance in
Could get more granular with it.
older adults.
What if you...
Can choose from.
I don't know why, but reversing a hiccup sounds more natural. Like, I don't know what it is about that, but the hiccup sounds reversed. So when you reverse it, that sounds more natural, does it not? But whereas a hiccup's more like, Hoop. Like, yo, call me crazy, but hiccups are reversed.
Chest, push, eyes.
Oh, that's right. I'm reading a big old list. Reading a big old list. What I would like to know... I could start from like 1,000-foot view and then slowly zoom in.
The bicep curl better health and active living.
So this was around like 45-ish. Yeah, like 45-20-ish. And then you get brought down to 44. So we trim like a minute. So then we can get more granular. I should have my chat up because I don't see it at all. My apologies if you're talking. No, I don't see anything. Okay, we're good.
To heavy weights.
What you can do, for the record, is you can...
lat pull down or assisted pull up. Sarcopenia results from multiple factors, including hormonal changes.
So what you can do... Bring that over. You can do... So remove silence from audio region, right? So you can do that. The only problem is that it cuts off. I haven't been able to see search zero crossing. Pre-attack time. Oh, okay, let's see. Zero time before. It's like 1-0. The only problem is if you make this too large, it like overlaps another. What if I turn this up to minimum time to accept silence, post release time? I feel like this waits 0.4 seconds though. Maybe that's just the way to do it. Make it like 0.5 seconds, a half a second. And then I guess zero crossing is the way to do it too. So like I would do this as remove silence. So it's Control X. So Control X. That didn't work. Oh, I did Option X. My bad. Control X. And okay, made it into 145 sections.
Bench press, barbell or dumbbell. Barbell or dumbbell. Incline dumbbell press. Dumbbell chest fly. Machine preacher curls.
The only problem with doing that, if I'm not mistaken, is it like makes them all cross into each other, I think.
Growing older does not mean surrendering strength. Quite the opposite.
So I haven't been able to get around this thing that's going on. I don't know what that is, but there's crossover on there, right? So let's see, Control X. Search zero crossing, I thought would be the way to do that. But it's not. Pre-attack time. It looks like it's creating the same amount of regions regardless. So if I do zero pre-attack time, the only problem with that is that if we accept that, it'll cut a lot of things like this.
But speeds up during the fifth.
Like, why did you cut there? Why did you cut here?
But speeds up during the fifth.
But if I increase that, what if I... So if I turn up the threshold, it makes more regions. But if I turn that down substantially, I wonder.
But speeds up during.
Which I'm fine with this, right? But the only problem is that when this happens, things will get left behind.
By age 70 of their muscle mass, unless they've this loss does not. It is accompanied by decreased bone density, slower metabolism, increased insulin resistance, and reduced balance and coordination.
Huh.
Encourages hormone activity.
Oh, and if you delete it while you accept it, then you can't go over. Oh, interesting.
And keep enjoying a.
Okay. I'm just trying new ways, honestly.
These workouts offer structure, variety. Walking. It's simple, low impact, highly accessible, and walking. It's simple.
I just don't like how these have some time before them. So, as much as I think that that could work in theory, I just don't like how it works in actuality. Now, I could put on like a pre-time of like 0.04. But the only thing is I think it's still going to not fully encapsulate. Like, what is that dot there? And if I bring them all over, do they? Yeah, see, they overlap. There's got to be a way that there's got to be a way that you make it so it doesn't overlap, right? Like, is that a setting on here? There's got to be a setting. Dolby Atmos. track animation, edit, like Logic Pro settings, info control automation. Is it automation possibly? Write mode changes to touch. This is why you have to ask an expert. Crossfades for merge and take comping. Crossfade time. So if I change that crossfade time, what was it before? Never mind. Recording delay. Number of undo steps. Love that. Fade tool click zones. I think that would be important. Quick swipe. Tracks area. Events list. Cycle. Accessibility. Sound library. Library, rather. I'm going to ask that to go to the most recent project. When opening a project, ask MIDI file. Okay. Huh. Dude, I don't know. Sample storage. Search for samples on root key and name file. Let's see, virtual memory. What does that do? All right, let's see if that editing crossfade thing did anything. Because I'd love it if that could actually work. It just never does. No, there's still fading going on.
For example, or movement patterns on consecutive days. For example, a push-pull split, bench press. Each workout should start with a proper warm-up.
Yeah, but the only thing about this is like if you trim it and then you bring it back, it still crossfades. It still has that crossfading to it. So like I wonder if it is a functionality in here. Functions. Apply last edited fade again. Apply default crossfade. What does that do? What if I select both of these and say edit? Oh, it's funny. Reverse is right there now. Edit. Move selection to first transient to nearest beat. Move to beat. Those are all important. Remove overlaps? Can you do that? Trim end to next region. Crop regions. Wait. Trim to fill with locators. Bro, did we fix it? Hold up. I might have to do that for everything, but like, huh. So this is the split. Actually, take that off. Let's go to remove silence. And let's do a pre-attack time of like 0.1. Yeah, we'll just make that 0.1. Okay. So we'll do that. And then we'll say okay. And then we bring that over. And it's going to have a lot of crossover. But if we instead say, hey, bucko, remove overlaps.
Gives a biological signal to your muscles. We still need you. This demand prompts protein synthesis, encourages hormone activity, and supports structural integrity throughout the body.
Wow. Okay.
Throughout the body.
So if I bring this over, though, it still overlaps. However, we can fix it by saying remove overlaps. How does it remove the overlap, though? It looks like it's at the same spot.
And supports structural integrity throughout the body. And supports structural integrity throughout the body.
How did you remove? Kind of looks like trees here.
Throughout the body.
It looks like it just removed that overlap there. But
Muscle isn't just for athletes or bodybuilders. It's for someone who wants to get out of a chair without help, carry groceries, walk upstairs without tiredness, and keep enjoying a life full of movement hand energy. Push-pull workouts, a smarter way to train. Many people start or
Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them all over. I'm going to say remove overlaps. Didn't change that a bit. But zooming in, it does remove the overlaps. So,
and with medical clearance, this can increase to 3 or 4. This can increase.
how do I... Damn, we got thunder over here. Um... Hmm. Trim end to next region. Trim fill with locators. Crop regions outside locators. Playable range. Or marquee selection. Trim regions. I mean, I feel like this has... potential. I don't know. I'm looking through all these settings, like really trying to figure out. Okay. I don't know. But what I do know is that I can do remove silence from audio regions. We'll apply the same logic to this. We'll apply the same logic to this. I think it's like Control X. Yeah. Okay. So that all looks good. Break those up. Like, if I could make this work, that would be super sick. But then take all this, bring it all over, make remove overlaps.
And active living. Health and active living. Research published in the combining strength training with balance exercises lowered the risk.
Okay. We're just going to go through. I'm just trying this out just because I love to try new things here.
And keep returning this.
Okay. That way we can get rid of obvious duplicates.
Machine preacher curls. Machine preacher curls.
Okay.
Around the block. Progression is
monitor dumbbell step-ups, dumbbell goblet squats, seated leg curl legs, leg press machine,
Okay.
push, dumbbell shoulder, as it supports our bodies. Again, studies showed our bodies begin losing muscle tissue in our 30s. Of cachexia, research published in the Journal of Cachexia, research published in the Journal of Catch and Muscle in 2023 showed that sarcopenia affects about 30% over 60, increasing the risk of cruise gen 2020. Sarcopenia and incidence as we age, our bodies produce mobility and Peterson et al. Mobility and mobility. Peterson et al. Research shows your fitness program should they help build weightlifting are different body weight exercises. Preserving muscle remains vital for healthy aging because it affects physical ability. Safe strength training techniques. Safe strength training the key principle during strength training, while and improve these become if safety these become less meaningful if safety risks these become if safety risks from improper techniques. This section and being aware of your physical signals. Upright while keeping your engaging your core helps using a mirror or working with an experienced instructor can paying close attention the key element of safe strength training. People often research from the National Institute and preventing injuries. Your body needs to adapt to strength training by the recommended weight increase.
Okay.
Listening to your body is a crucial rule for safe strength. Yeah. Listening to your body is a crucial rule for listening to your body is a crucial as we get older, our bodies respond. So exercise pay resistance your fitness routine as you grow older. Your fitness routine should resistance band and weights through practical exercise emphasizing their em, emphasizing their positive of emphasizing their positive of emphasizing their positive of resistance band. They are also effective for they are also the Journal of Ape that strength training with resistance bands led to significant gain in muscle and functional mobility in
and functional mobility among participants compared to the benefits to your work as they boost strength and improve daily function and improve daily resistance bands offer multiple ways which is their users can to increase the ability of to different users make them suitable for who need to start resistance band making them these weights the weights category include and weight machine provides alternative resistance options for these weights. The American College conducted research showing compared to aerobic your exercise start your start your exercise the seated leg the seated leg press uses resistance bands placed under the seated leg press uses resistance bands. This exercise targets the quadriceps, which helps with which helps for climbing stairs. The bicep when doing a stand on the band stand on the band with your feet shoulder when using weights grip the handles when using weights hold and curl them. This exercise helps which, which boosts using using resistance bands and weights in your fitness work. Using weights helps build stability, which research published that combining with balance exercise. Once you've mastered this beginner level strength, or if you're already experienced, you can progress to traditional weight training with standard. The mental benefits the mental benefits of strength training exercises deserve as much attention as physical gains. The mental benefits of strength training exercise, regular resistance work, fostering a when you notice improved strength, you're more like you're more likely to feel motivated to additional healthy life and engaging in social incorporating resistance bands and enhance function and support and support overall health as you would a personalized strength training program that you grant the next section the next section will cover which complements to to help you achieve better health and active living.
All right, so we just did like a really super simple, easy edit where I just went over. Let's see, it looks like I started doing that maybe about here. So maybe the last third of it. Let's go ahead and bring this over and then remove the overlaps and see how that sounds.
Chapter 6 Strength Training for Older Adults. Strength Training for Older Adults. Redefining strength but speeds up during the fifth and sixth life. By age 70, many adults have lost up to 25 to 30.
Okay. Maybe there's some situations like that.
But decades of life. But speeds up during the fifth and sixth decades of life. By age 70, many adults have lost up to 25 to 30% of their muscle mass unless they have taken active steps this loss does not happen alone. Metabolism, increased insulin resistance, and strength training is thus lifting weights or using logical gives a biological signal to your muscles. We still need you. This demand prompts muscle protein synthesis, encourages hormone activity, and supports structural integrity throughout the body. Muscle isn't just for athletes or bodybuilders. It's for someone who wants to get out of a chair without help, carry groceries easily, walk.
Okay, so there's a lot of moments where it's like not doing what it needs to do.
Carry groceries easily. Walk upstairs without tiredness. And keep enjoying a life full of movement and energy. Push-pull workouts. A smarter way to train. Many people
Okay.
keep enjoying a life full of movement and energy. Push-pull workouts. A smarter way to train. Many people starting or returning to strength training after age 50 don't need to work out or returning to strength training after age 50 don't need to work out. In fact, a careful just 3 to 4 times a week can produce excellent results. One of the most effective this method balances muscle workload while allowing for sufficient recovery
Okay.
balances muscle workload that extend the joints such as the chest, shoulders, and triceps. A pull exercise targets muscles that pulls toward the body. Targets muscles that like the back and biceps. Combining one push and one pull muscle in one pull muscle group per workout. Pull muscle push in one pull muscle group per work enables effective training.
Dude. All right. This is not exactly what I wanted to do because it's a little too fast, and I think it's when you remove the overlap that's probably due to that.
Joints or movement patterns on for example, a push-pull
And
For example, a push-pull split might include workout A, push-pull, chest and biceps, bench press, barbell or dumbbell, incline dumbbell, bench press, barbell or dumbbell, incline dumbbell press, dumbbell chest fly, standing dumbbell curls, standing dumbbell curls, machine preacher curls. Workout B, push, pull, back and triceps, lat pull-downs or pull-ups, seated cable rows, dumbbell one-arm rows, tricep rope pull-downs, overhead, dumbbell tricep extensions. These workouts offer structure, variety, and recovery, helping older adults maintain joint health, You can also occasionally like chest and triceps or shoulders and triceps, especially when time is limited or when focusing. This enables a deeper focus on often trained together on movements. Each workout should start with a proper warm-up.
yeah, this is a little too much for my tastes.
5 to the lifting segment can then to the individual's fitness level, usually beginning with one or as progress and with medical clearance. This can increase to 3 or 4 exercises per body part, as we'll discuss later in this chapter. Walking, the underrated powerhouse of fitness. While resistance training is key for maintaining strength, there's one form of physical activity. There's one form of physical activity. There's one There's one walking. It's simple, low impact, highly accessible, and when done consistently, highly effective. For adults over 50, walking provides a safe and sustainable way. Walking provides a safe and sustainable way. Walking provides
At this point, I'm just like,
reduce joint stiffness, manage weight, and support mental clarity.
I wonder if there's a way to automate this procedure.
It places it places minimal stress on the knees and hips when done with proper shoes, making it suitable for people with arthritis, or previous injuries or limited mobility. Unlike many other forms of exercise, walking requires no equipment or special training. One of the most valuable benefits of walking is its adaptability. You can do it anywhere, around the around the block, inside a shop, inside anywhere. Around the block, inside a shopping mall, on a treadmill, or along a trail, The key or
Okay. About that far in. I just wonder if there's like a way to get most of these. Can I move? Sample 5 frames. I want to insert space between them. Okay.
Or along a trail. The key to getting the most out of walking. The key to getting the most out of the key to getting the setting a goal of 7. Begin by tracking your current average for a week. If you walk around 4,000 steps each day, aim for 5,000 the following week. Gradually increase your steps by 500 to 1,000 at a time. These small increases help build endurance and support long-term heart health. More importantly, walking provides consistency. It becomes a daily ritual, an opportunity to disconnect from digital noise, spend time outdoors, or reflect. An opportunity to disconnect from digital noise, an opportunity to disconnect, an opportunity to disconnect.
select, let's see, repeat, bounce, move. How about move over? And then what's the nudge function? Let's see, move. Nudge right is option over. So if I bring that over, oh my god, really? Damn. I could probably change that though, because that's really slow. But yeah. So if I instead do like move, nudge, set value to not bar, not beat, possibly division. Yeah. So
over time, the simple habit of walking,
okay. So if I bring that over and then do option over. Okay.
over time.
This, that. Oh. Okay. All right.
However, increasing
Okay.
lat pull down or assisted pull up, seated row, machine, or cable. Plank or modified plank. Strength training.
Okay.
Strength training. Walking support lifts mood and keeps the and muscle in 2023.
Okay. Whoops. So. Nope. How about this? There you go. Oop. Oh. So, over, over. Move overlaps.
In strength training.
No. Oh my gosh. This is taking forever, dude. How much longer? I guess not that much longer, but still. This is my life. Damn. All right, cool. All right, well, congratulations. We shortened that to 33 minutes. So let's go ahead and bounce that. Let's go chapter, script outsource, chapter 6. Bounce it. Damn, dude, that sucked. That straight up sucked. I did not enjoy that at all. That was some tedious bullshit. Did I tell you guys that I auditioned with my green screen on, with a little bit of green in my shirt? I think it was, so it wasn't on my shirt, actually, no. Now that I think about it, it was like just in the materials that I was using for the audition. I was like, oh shit, I'm using a green screen for this candy in here. It's pretty terrible, actually. Okay. So, let's go into Brave. Let's upload this. Like we should have forever ago. My bad, guys. Descript outsource, chapter 6, open. Let's see if it at least like has an easier time with this. Because, like, at minimum, if it has an easier time with uploading and it can transcribe easier or something, like, I may use that to some capacity. It's just that is so annoying to go through and use. This is so much easier. Like I said, this software is called Descript, so use it at your discretion. But it does a really good job of changing your audio file into a transcript from which you can edit. So you can edit straight from the transcript. I'd actually love it if there was, like, let's see, transcribing plugin, Logic Pro. So let's see. Logic Pro allows you to transcribe audio into MIDI and standard musical notation. So it's not exactly what I want. Although it does have a stem splitter, so I'm curious. Okay, so Hindenburg is another one. Here we go. Yeah, Hindenburg basically does the same thing. In fact, let me price compare. Hindenburg software price. Let's look at the price on that. Hindenburg Pro is okay. There's a oh wow. I might use this. I'm just saying. Because there's a perpetual license, a one-time purchase at $375. That's really good, actually. 12 a month is all right. Billed annually at $120 a year. That's actually half the cost of Descript. So Hindenburg is really nice. Somebody told me about Hindenburg, actually. 16 a month. That's basically the same thing for. That's basically the same thing as Descript, but Descript has more functionality to it. So, Hindenburg narrator, I think I'd be business, right? Which they'd probably charge me more, but this is the fair thing. The fair thing. Specs. Features. Navigation points in the audio, time tracker, keep watch of time, ACX and Findaway, which has become in audio, stunning sound, Daisy Books, import audio. Yeah, I might actually go to this. Wow. Cross-compatible is amazing. I might switch to this almost immediately. Wait, how do I cancel? I think on here I have to, like, I think it'll tell me if I'm about to bust. No, if I'm about to get renewed. So let's see. Descript. Let's just make sure this isn't gonna charge me one day. All right, guys, plug your eyes. MCP. What even is that? Ah, God. Claude, ChatGPT. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I probably want to get away from this. Just because of the AI stuff. Resets in 15 days. Creator sunset. So I think I actually have an older plan for this. Upgrade your plan for higher limits. Let's go upgrade. Compare plans. So let's see. 10 media hours per month. actually, let's see, 16. Yes, I just hate this agentic co-editor. I don't care about the AI speech. I mean, every single time I've ever used it, I was like, dude, I'm just going to re-record or use a different section because this is not working correctly. I don't care about the AI credits, you know? So, and every single time I've made a video with this, it's actually sucked ass. So, I kind of don't want to do that. Downgrade to the free plan. Okay, let's see. Consider other options. Switch to, okay, so continued cancellation. Why can't it tell me what I'm currently on? Stay flexible, switch to a monthly plan. I do not want to do that. But I'd like to know what level I'm on. Can it just tell me? Can it tell me my plan? Monthly transcription limit, 30 hours. Squadcast. Okay. Annually renews July 15th. So I'm actually coming up on it. So I would like to not do that. That would be cool. However, if I was upgraded or if I was renewed, I'd be renewed at $288, which, can I add my own promo code? Can I add my own? Can I add my own? Let me add my own promo code. Let's see, earn $20. I think that's my promo code right there. So like if I add that, can I add that promo code? Can I pet that dog? Yeah, no, it's an invalid code. But 288 when compared to specs. Let's see. When compared to Hindenburg. Hindenburg Pro. Narrator Studio. Field recorder for iPhone. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. I don't like the pictures. I think that they're probably fake, but that's really neat. So let's see what they said. They said, I would like to replicate the following feature in Logic. Does anyone know if there's a plugin that does this? Thanks in advance. And this person says, this is the two biggest things that keep me from using Logic for podcast editing. That and the way Hindenburg displays audio makes it so easy to find splice points. When I need to splice words together, I really doubt we'll see that transcription in Logic, but who knows? Okay, so they're saying probably not, but let's go. Creator plan. And I think since it's in July, just to make sure that I just don't want to renew this, you know? I just don't want to renew this. And I know that if I wait, I may not cancel it. But looks like when you're on a legacy plan, they try to buck you off. Let me just see, because I think I can go to invoices, right? So I paid 35. So I was like, yeah, 35 a month sounds good. Meanwhile, I could have been paying half that. So 35, 35, 35. And then I was like, yo, do the freaking yearly plan, dude. $288 is exactly what I paid last time. Plan. Let's go edit current plan, and let's go. If I did their new creator plan, it would still be $288. That's interesting. Huh. Okay. Business 600. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Annually though, if you compare that, it was roughly 300 for me. So if you did the business plan, that would be 600 yearly. $50 a month. That would be like, actually, no, sorry. I thought that gave you like unlimited seats or something. It doesn't. Even at this, you just get more AI credits. I don't want AI credits, bro. But hobbyist is 192, and you get 10 hours per month. I'm currently on the Creator Sunset where you get 30 hours. And I've said ad nauseum that this is way too much. So 192 would be better. 192 would be better. Better than nothing. What I would... Okay, so then that makes me think what I can do is I can downgrade to hobbyist, right? Your subscription will switch to the hobbyist plan with one paid editor seat on July 15th. Until then, your current plan stays the same. Okay. So I'll go ahead and save the subscription changes there. Okay. To change your plans, you must... Okay, so I'm going to go to plan, downgraded. Yeah. Okay. Usage. You will see my usage is at... Let's see, what is my usage at? Does it not even say? Bro, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Click here to cancel this change and resume your current subscription. Because this... Let's see, let's go to blog. Actually, I don't need to know any of that. I'm going to go to change plan, change of plans, and we're going to go downgrade to free plan. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to continue to cancellation. And then I'm going to say using another tool. And then say cancel. Um, something specific we're looking for. Yeah, see the way that this is saying it, it sounds like they want to cancel it immediately, and I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the freaking obvious thing for now, just to make sure that if I do somehow forget, it's the least intrusive one. 192 would be annoying to pay still, but I'm gonna go to the least annoying one, and then I will switch to Hindenburg. That is the way to do it. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Reddit, you understand, you get it, and when I've spoken to other narrators, they recommend Hindenburg, and they have since I started, and I should have been on this, but I haven't. So, Academy. Oh, that's cool. What's a vocaster? It looks like they both come in. Connect the vocaster with the plug and play. Nice. What does this do?
Thank you for choosing Hindenburg Pro with your new vocaster. In the following tutorials, we will look at how you can use the two together. To get started, plug the Focusrite vocaster into your computer. Immediately, the plug and play dialog will show up in Hindenburg, asking you if you would like to use it as the input and output. That done, we're actually ready to go.
Literally.
When you play back the audio in Hindenburg, it will now be played out through the vocaster's output. That could be the headphones or the speaker output.
Okay.
That done, the next thing is to try to get the microphone signal into Hindenburg Pro. First, connect your microphone to the input on the back of the Vogue signal on the track.
That's just an audio interface. I don't really need that. To be honest, I already have one. Oh, that's cool. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll be going for the pro version, though I could do the narrator one as well. Cut, copy, paste, all other audio features. Yeah. Yeah. This seems better. This seems cheaper. It seems like, I'm sorry to simultaneously be like, hey, check it out, you can use my code, and then at the same time be like, actually, never mind. But you just saw me change my mind real time there. Remove retakes. Let's go ahead and remove the retakes on here. Strength training becomes after age 50, but speeds up. Let's see what's going on there. Unless they've taken active steps. Oh, of their muscle mass, yeah. I guess what I could do is I can import the same thing into Hindenburg with a free trial and see if it's analogous to what I use and if I can hit the ground running. Though, I don't think I'll need it after July, to be honest. I might hold off on that. All while prioritizing safety, for example. Let's see, you can, to add to your routine, machine preacher, close grip, and keeps metabolism alive. Our bodies, understanding, leading to significant worsens muscle loss, sarcopenia, regular and approved in strength, and push-ups for individuals focusing on safety by reducing anxiety and depression into daily routines, and house strength overall, the content while building strength, safe strength during strength, and improved if safety. This section highlights while throughout helps maintain or working safe research from national shows your body with our responses between strength training linked because in the workouts the set of by supporting strength training helps you let's see details specific the upcoming section on incorporating as you grow older resistance. This is not actually right, so I'm gonna take that out. Should include resistance bands and weights because the next section throughout and muscle and functional. Okay. And muscle strength and functional mobility to your workout to increase is that right? To increase workout intensity, yes. To different users who need to start resistance bands, also offer making them ideal. Yes, and weights conducted research showing that weights compared to aerobic exercises, targets, or climbing stairs and using resistance bands. Yes, in your workout using weights, which is essential for research published with balance exercises, or if you can progress to traditional weight with standard gym equipment, the mental benefits of strength training, additional healthy lifestyle, and which complement. Okay. In functional mobility. Yeah. So, large and in charge. In functional mobility. You. Strength in functional mobility. Strength in functional mobility among. Okay. So I'll look through for those little guys. Anything crossed out or anything? By starting with light weights. Oh. Starting with light weighting by starting with light weights with light training by starting with light weights. Training by starting with light weights. There we go. Because it helps prevent injuries. Let's see, let's bring that back and then say the next section. Recognizing muscle prevention. Scroll up. In muscle let's take that out. lateral, side and front lateral raise, side and front lateral raise, imbalanced, bring that out, side lying, lifts, side lying leg raises. Okay, that makes sense. Seated leg extensions. Seated leg curl machine. Seated leg extensions. Dumbbell goblet squats. Seated leg curl machine. Seated. Okay. Or there we go. Kind of craving tacos. I'm gonna make some. Bring a higher intensity program or additional exercises per muscle group. Okay. There we go. So we did retakes, which is good. It's what we want to do. It's what we want to see. I'm going to go ahead and mute Chapter 6 raw. I'm going to make Chapter 7 up here. Chapter 7 raw. Then I'm going to save this. All important stuff. Go back. Let's see. Shorten word gaps. Everything greater than 4. Let's figure out where they are. 6. Strength training for. Oof. Strength training for older adults. See, I think it's probably okay like that. Adults. Redefining strength after 50. Growing older does not mean surrendering strength. Okay. So maybe like
Chapter
this.
6. Strength training for older adults. Redefining strength after 50. Growing older does not mean surrender.
Okay. Nope. Love that.
Never. After age 50, maintaining lean body mass isn't just about looks or athletic ability.
Damn.
Physical decline. Luckily, the tools to fight.
Nope. No. I think that's okay.
Produce excellent results.
Yeah. Okay.
Muscles that
You see, I think that the software that Hindenburg uses isn't reliant on browser speed. And because of that, I think it might actually have a better speed response when it comes to like making suggested edits.
pull-ups, seated cable rows.
Like, just looking at the technology, I could see the potential that this is more, downloaded on the computer based sort of thing and not contingent on your upload speed.
In this chapter, walking, the underrated.
Okay.
In this chapter, walking, the under.
Okay. All right.
Exercise. Walking requires. To disconnect from digital noise, opportunity to disconnect from digital noise, to disconnect from digital noise,
Ooh. Let's see. Get all these down. Okay. All right. Okay. This is like a list, so I'm okay if that one has a little bit more of spacing going on.
leg lifts, side lying leg raises.
And then let's scroll back and see. I kind of cut that in there.
Cardiovascular health lifts mood and keep.
There we go.
Cardiovascular health lifts mood and keeps the metabolism active.
Okay. Oh, hi. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was some time ago. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I showed my friend the. Oh no. Oh, Phoebe, that is so funny. Yeah, I have Twitch pulled up here, but it doesn't give me a notification that you're in here. So I can't imagine 3 minutes after me not answering you, I did not that you would be in here. But I love you, Phoebe. I love you. I love you. Sorry, girl. Sorry, girl. I was in here mumbling to myself. I was like, I haven't checked. I haven't checked OBS in a minute. I should check that. Yeah. This is just not working, girl. It's just not working. What is the deal? This is just not working. All right. Sorry, Phoebe. I love you. I love you, Phoebe. Sorry I didn't see you. Sorry. I did not see you for a while, actually. What is the deal? What is the deal?
Peterson et al., 2024. Research shows that strength training is essential.
Sorry, girl. I got lost in my task. Girl. Apologize. Apologies. Let's see.
Training in training routines. Their strength in training
Okay.
their strength in
Maybe like that.
training rituals to improve their strength in training routines. Recognize
Yeah. No. This is just doing such a bad job of like identifying the text. I'm just saying the script, if I cancel, this is why I'm canceling. During. There we go.
older adults during strength training is
Maybe like here.
older adults during strength training.
Maybe like that. Maybe like that.
For older adults during strength training,
Man, okay. How did that work?
safely while boosting confidence.
Just barely. I wanted to see how that worked, but I kind of expected it to be bad, but that one really wasn't.
Exercising. Stop right away.
Ooh, okay. All right. Oof.
Pearl, stand on the band with
Stand on bands. Got 10 toes standing on business.
training. Or if you're already
Yeah.
decline, luckily
Okay.
decline. Luckily,
Nice. All right. How about
Pearl,
this?
stand on the band with your
Stand on bands, girl. Stand on bands. Yeah, I don't think that'll be.
density, slower metabolism, increased insulin resistance, and
Nice. Okay. Wait. Yeah, I think that's the only one. Okay. Okay. Do sad face. Sorry, girl. All right. So that's about it. Right.
Chapter 6 Strength Training for Older Adults. Redefining Strength After 50. Growing Older
Okay.
50. Growing older does not mean surrendering strength. Quite the opposite. It marks a stage in life where preserving muscle becomes more important than ever. After age 50, After age 50, maintaining lean body mass isn't just about looks or athletic ability. It's about independence, metabolic health, disease prevention, and confidence. The body goes through
Cool. All right. I think it's in a good spot for me to break away for a moment. I'm gonna say last word. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say comment. I'm gonna go. Performed 2 passes, removed retakes, and spacing needs final review. That's what I'm gonna say. I need shift, control. Okay, well, there you go. That's what I'm gonna say. Bring this down, compact, default, large, audio. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to say, there we go. And that's about all I got for right now. Yeah. Yeah, girl. Yeah. All I'm saying is we knocked out about 4 hours of work there, so that was pretty solid. We're at 6 p.m. now, so I got to get ready for my photo shoots. Thank you so much for popping in, guys. I really appreciate you. Everybody that popped in, say hello. I love you. Phoebe, I'm so sorry I missed your messages. So sorry I missed your messages, Phoebe. I love you. I miss you. I'm sorry. And that's about all I have for today, though. But we did a good job of knocking out a chapter and some stuff surrounding it and kind of getting into the nitty gritty of like future plans for software, potentially, and not getting charged $300 in a couple months. So that's a win if I ever heard it. It's about a month and a half. So I'll take that win. And if we do need to pay $300, then we'll have a lifetime software through Hindenburg. That would be the way to do it. But we'll test out Hindenburg. We'll see how it goes. And we'll see if we even need it, to be honest. We might not. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. And I will see you probably not tomorrow. I mean, if I do, it'll be like really quick or something, or maybe I'll knock out a chapter if I'm feeling super ambitious. But I'm actually going to the Ozarks to do a music video from 11 to 3. And I think that I could be back and then be like ready to attack it at 5 if I'm feeling up to it. If I'm not, I might just nap, because I got a busy week ahead of me. I got to go to Florida for a commercial. So, yeah. Can't wait to tell you all about that. That should be a lot of fun. I'm probably renting a car to drive down there, because flights are very expensive. I think it's like $500 or something, maybe something like that. So I'll have to look into it. Love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you, and I will see you on the next one.